It's 6 a.m. Your alarm goes off. You hit snooze, again, and again. Finally, you grab your phone, scroll through notifications, emails, news, drama. Now you're late. You rush. You stress. Your day is already ruined before it even started. What if there was a better way? What if I told you that 10 tiny habits, each taking just 15 seconds, could transform your entire morning? And when you transform your morning, you transform your day. And when you transform your day, you transform your life. These aren't random tips I made up. These are scientifically backed habits used by neuroscientists, Navy SEALs, Olympic athletes, and successful CEOs. And today, you're going to learn exactly how to use them. Let's start with habit number 1. Habit number 1. Don't touch your phone. Here's what most people don't realize. When you check your phone first thing in the morning, you're immediately putting your brain into reactive mode. You're letting other people's emergencies, opinions, and problems hijack your mental state before you've even decided how you want to feel. A study published in the Journal of Computer-Mediated Communication found that people who check their phones within 15 minutes of waking up have cortisol levels that are 32% higher throughout the entire day. 32%, that's a third more stress hormone flooding your system just because you looked at your screen too early. So here's what you do instead. When your alarm goes off, don't reach for your phone. Not even to turn off the alarm if you can help it. Use a regular alarm clock. I know, revolutionary, right? Place your phone across the room. Make it inconvenient. Instead of scrolling, take 3 deep breaths. Just 15 seconds. Inhale deeply through your nose for 5 seconds. Hold for 2. Exhale slowly through your mouth for 5. Repeat 3 times. That's your phone replacement ritual. This activates your parasympathetic nervous system, which is your body's natural calm-down response. Your heart rate slows, your blood pressure drops, your cortisol levels stabilize. You're literally choosing calm over chaos in the first 15 seconds of your day. Habit number 2. Make your bed immediately. Admiral William McRaven, a retired Navy SEAL commander, gave a famous commencement speech where he said, "If you want to change the world, start by making your bed." He explained that making your bed is your first task completed, your first win. And if you can't do the little things right, you'll never be able to do the big things right. But here's the neuroscience behind it. When you complete any task, even a tiny one, your brain releases dopamine. Dopamine is your reward chemical. It makes you feel good. It also motivates you to complete more tasks. By making your bed, you're triggering a neurochemical cascade of productivity. You don't need to do hospital corners or fluff 17 pillows. Just pull the covers up, straighten the sheet, arrange the pillows. 15 seconds max. The point isn't perfection. The point is completion. You've accomplished something before you've even brushed your teeth. And here's a bonus fact. The National Sleep Foundation found that people who make their beds every morning are 19% more likely to report getting a good night's sleep. Your morning habit is actually setting you up for better rest that night. It's a complete cycle. Habit number 3. Drink water immediately. After 6 to 8 hours of sleep, your body is severely dehydrated. You haven't had any water for basically a third of the day. Your brain is 75% water. When you're dehydrated, even mildly, your cognitive function drops, your mood tanks, and your energy crashes. A study from the University of East London found that drinking just 1 glass of water improved reaction time by 14% and increased cognitive performance significantly. 14% faster thinking just from water. That's like upgrading your brain's processing speed in 15 seconds. Here's your ritual. Keep a full glass of water on your nightstand before you go to bed. Not a bottle, a glass. When you wake up, before you do anything else, Drink the entire glass. Room temperature is best because your body absorbs it faster. Chug it down in 15 seconds. What happens next is powerful. The water flushes toxins that built up overnight. It jumpstarts your metabolism by up to 24% for the next 90 minutes. It rehydrates your brain cells. It wakes up your digestive system. You're essentially giving your internal organs a morning shower. Pro tip: add fresh lemon juice if you want to level up. Lemon provides vitamin C, helps digestion, and makes the water taste better. But plain water works perfectly fine. The key is consistency, not perfection. Habit number 4: stretch like a cat. While you sleep, your body is basically immobile for hours. Your blood flow slows down, your muscles tighten, your joints compress. Even if you had perfect posture all night, which nobody does, your body still needs to reset. That's where stretching comes in. Have you ever noticed how cats and dogs stretch immediately when they wake up? It's pure instinct. They're increasing circulation, lengthening muscles, and activating their nervous system. Animals do this naturally. Humans have somehow forgotten. Time to remember. Stand up. Reach your arms as high above your head as you possibly can. Stretch like you're trying to touch the ceiling. Feel your spine lengthen. Feel your ribcage expand. Hold this for 15 seconds. Breathe deeply while you stretch. You're creating space in your body. This simple stretch sends oxygen-rich blood rushing to your brain and muscles. A study from the University of Illinois found that just 15 seconds of stretching increased alertness by 23% and improved reaction time significantly. You're essentially waking up your entire body at once. Stretching also triggers endorphin release. Endorphins are your body's natural painkillers and mood elevators. They're the same chemicals released during exercise, but you're getting them with just 15 seconds of movement. You're getting a natural high without breaking a sweat. Habit number 5: smile at yourself in the mirror. I know what you're thinking. This sounds ridiculous. I'm not smiling at myself in the mirror like some kind of weirdo. But stay with me. This might be the most powerful habit on this entire list. And it's backed by serious neuroscience. There's a principle in psychology called the facial feedback hypothesis. Basically, your facial muscles are directly wired to your brain's emotional centers. When you smile, even if you don't feel happy, you activate the same neural pathways as a genuine smile. Your brain sees your face smiling and thinks, "Oh, we must be happy about something." So it releases serotonin and dopamine to match. Researchers at the University of Kansas did a fascinating experiment. They had people hold chopsticks in their mouths to force a smile, then expose them to stressful situations. The people who were smiling, even artificially, had lower heart rates and recovered from stress faster than those who weren't. Your face literally controls your emotional state. So here's what you do. After you brush your teeth, look yourself in the eyes in the bathroom mirror. Really look at yourself. And smile. A real smile. Or fake it till you make it. Hold that smile for 15 seconds. While you're smiling, say good morning to yourself. Say your name. Say, "Good morning. Today is going to be a good day." This isn't narcissistic. This is self-compassion. You're giving yourself the same kindness and encouragement you'd give to a good friend. Dr. Kristin Neff's research on self-compassion shows that people who practice positive self-talk have lower anxiety, better emotional resilience, and higher life satisfaction. You're literally programming your emotional tone for the day. Habit number 6: 3 deep breaths. Again. Wait, didn't we already do breathing? Yes, and we're doing it again, because breathing is that powerful. You did it once when you woke up to replace phone scrolling. Now you're doing it again after getting out of bed to lock in your calm state before the day's chaos begins. This time, do it standing. Stand tall. Place one hand on your belly. Inhale deeply through your nose for 5 seconds, feeling your belly expand like a balloon. Hold for 2 seconds. Exhale slowly through your mouth for 5 seconds, feeling your belly deflate. Do this 3 times. Total time, 15 seconds. Navy SEALs use breathing techniques called combat breathing to stay calm during gunfights and life-threatening situations. If breathing can keep someone calm while people are shooting at them, it can definitely help you handle your morning commute or your inbox. You're accessing the same nervous system control they use. Each deep breath reduces cortisol levels by up to 30%. It lowers your blood pressure. It increases oxygen delivery to your brain by 15%. You're giving your brain more fuel and your body less stress. In just 15 seconds, you're manually controlling your physiological state. Habit number 7, the gratitude snapshot. Most people do gratitude wrong. They think, I'm grateful for my family, my health, my job. That's too vague. Your brain barely registers it. It's like saying, I like food. Okay, but what food? Be specific. That specificity is what activates your brain's reward system. UCLA neuroscientists used brain scans to study gratitude. They found that when people practice specific gratitude, it activates the ventral tegmental area and the medial prefrontal cortex. These are the exact same brain regions that light up when you eat chocolate, win money, or receive a compliment. Gratitude is literally hijacking your brain's pleasure and reward centers. Here's your 15-second practice. Close your eyes. Think of one specific micro moment from yesterday or this morning. Maybe it's the way the hot water felt on your shoulders in the shower, the softness of your pillow when you laid your head down last night, the sound of birds outside your window, the smell of coffee brewing. Pick one tiny moment and really feel it. Let that feeling expand in your chest. Hold it for 15 seconds. What happens next is pure chemistry. Your brain floods with dopamine and serotonin, the same chemicals that antidepressant medications try to regulate. You just made yourself naturally. And here's the beautiful part. Your brain can't tell the difference between experiencing something and vividly remembering it. So you get to feel that joy all over again. Habit number 8. Get natural light immediately. Your body has an internal clock called your circadian rhythm. It controls when you feel awake, when you feel tired, when you're most productive, and when you want to sleep. This clock is set by light exposure, specifically natural sunlight. Morning light is the most powerful signal to your brain that it's time to be awake and alert. Dr. Andrew Huberman, a Stanford neuroscientist, says that getting natural light within the first 15 minutes of waking is the single most important factor for regulating sleep, mood, and focus. Exposure to morning light increases serotonin production by up to 40%. People who get morning light fall asleep faster at night, wake up more refreshed, and report better mood throughout the day. As soon as you wake up and get out of bed, open your curtains wide. If possible, step outside for just 15 seconds. Let natural light hit your eyes. You don't need to stare at the sun, just face the general direction of daylight. If it's still dark, turn on bright indoor lights. You're telling your brain's master clock, day has started, time to be awake. Morning light suppresses melatonin, which is your sleep hormone. If melatonin stays high, you feel groggy and foggy all morning. Light shuts it down fast. Within minutes of light exposure, melatonin drops and cortisol naturally rises to healthy levels to give you energy. You're working with your biology, not against it. Habit number 9. Say a positive affirmation out loud. This is critical. You must say it out loud, not in your head, out loud. Why? Because when you speak, you hear your own voice. Your brain processes spoken words differently than thoughts. Hearing yourself say something makes it more real and more believable to your subconscious mind. Choose one simple affirmation that resonates with you. It could be, "Today is going to be a good day," or "I am capable and strong," or "I choose happiness today," or "I am exactly where I need to be." Pick one. Stand in front of your mirror, look yourself in the eyes, and say it with conviction, like you mean it. Research from Carnegie Mellon University found that self-affirmation activates the brain's reward centers, specifically the ventromedial prefrontal cortex. This is the same region associated with self-processing and valuation. When you affirm yourself, your brain literally values you more. It also reduces activity in the amygdala, your fear center. You're simultaneously increasing self-worth and decreasing anxiety. Elite athletes use affirmations before competitions. Muhammad Ali said, "I am the greatest," so many times he became it. CEOs use affirmations before big presentations. You're using the same psychological tool they use, except you're using it to win your morning. And when you win your morning, you win your day. Habit number 10. Identify your one priority for today. Most people wake up with no plan. They're reactive all day, responding to whatever comes at them. Or they have a to-do list with 27 items and feel overwhelmed before they even start. Here's the truth. You can't do everything. But you can do one thing really well. That's where the power is. Harvard Business Review studied productivity and found that people who identified their top priority in the morning are 40% more likely to accomplish it. 40% just by naming it. You're not just making a to-do list, you're making a commitment to yourself about what matters most today. Here's the 15-second exercise. Ask yourself, if I only accomplish one thing today, what would make this day feel successful? Not urgent, not what others want. What would make you feel good about today? The answer that comes up first is usually the right one. Say it out loud. Write it down. Make it real. When you identify your priority, something amazing happens in your brain. Your reticular activating system activates. This is like your brain's search engine. It starts filtering the world for opportunities, resources, and information related to your priority. You start noticing things you would have missed. It's not magic, it's attention. You've told your brain what to look for. Now, here's where these 10 habits become absolutely unstoppable. You can stack these habits together in one flowing routine that takes less than 3 minutes total. Watch how this works. Your alarm goes off. Don't touch your phone. Take 3 deep breaths. Get up. Make your bed while thinking of something specific you're grateful for. Drink your water while opening your curtains to get natural light. Do your 15-second stretch. Walk to the bathroom. Look in the mirror, smile, and say your affirmation. Take 3 more deep breaths. Identify your one priority for the day. Each habit triggers neurochemicals. The breathing calms you. The bed making gives you dopamine. The water hydrates your brain. The stretch releases endorphins. The smile activates serotonin. The gratitude boosts dopamine again. The light sets your circadian rhythm. The affirmation reduces anxiety. The priority gives you focus. These chemicals stack on top of each other. You're creating a neurochemical cocktail of happiness. Compare this to your old morning. You used to hit snooze multiple times, check your phone immediately, scroll through negativity, rush around stressed, skip breakfast, forget to drink water, and leave the house already feeling behind. You were programming your brain for anxiety and chaos. Now you're programming it for calm and control. I did these 10 habits every day for 90 days. Here's what changed. I stopped feeling anxious in the mornings. I started actually looking forward to waking up. My productivity increased because I wasn't wasting mental energy on decision fatigue. My relationships improved because I wasn't irritable and reactive. My mood stabilized. And the crazy part? It doesn't feel like work anymore. It feels like a gift I give myself every single morning. I've taught this to hundreds of people. A single mom told me she stopped yelling at her kids because she wasn't starting her day in fight or flight mode. An entrepreneur said his creativity exploded because his mind was clear in the mornings. A teacher said she had more patience with difficult students. A nurse handling 12-hour shifts said she felt less burned out. These aren't special people with special circumstances. They're regular people who change their first 15 minutes. Here's the truth nobody wants to hear. You can't control what happens to you during the day. You can't control traffic, difficult people, unexpected problems, or bad news. But you can control your first 15 minutes. That's your power. That's your choice. And that choice determines everything else. So here's your challenge. Don't try all 10 tomorrow. That's overwhelming. Pick 3 habits that resonated most with you. Write them down right now. Do those 3 every day for 7 days. Just 7 days. Track them. Notice how you feel. Then add another habit. Build gradually. Because sustainable change doesn't happen overnight, but it does happen. Before you go to bed tonight, set yourself up for success tomorrow. Put a glass of water on your nightstand. Place your phone across the room. Set a real alarm clock if you have one. This 5-minute preparation tonight makes your morning routine automatic tomorrow. You're removing friction. You're making the right choice, the easy choice. Here's what's really happening. You're not just changing your morning, you're changing your identity. You're becoming someone who takes care of themselves, someone who has discipline, someone who follows through. That identity shift affects everything: how you eat, how you work, how you treat people, how you handle stress. One changed morning creates a ripple effect through your entire life. Let's recap fast. Your 10 15-second morning habits. 1. Don't check your phone. Do 3 breaths instead. 2. Make your bed immediately. 3. Drink a full glass of water. 4. Stretch like a cat. 5. Smile at yourself in the mirror. 6. Take 3 more deep breaths. 7. Think of one specific thing you're grateful for. 8. Get natural light within 15 minutes. 9. Say a positive affirmation out loud. 10. Identify your one priority for today. 10 habits, 150 seconds total. 1 transformed life. You already know what you need to do. The information is here. The science is proven. The habits are simple. The only question left is, will you actually do it? Because knowing doesn't change anything. Doing changes everything. And doing starts tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. or whenever your alarm goes off. That's when your new life begins. Don't do this alone. Right now, leave a comment telling me which 3 habits you're committing to. When you declare it publicly, you're 3 times more likely to follow through. I read every comment. I'll be checking in on you. Let's build a community of people who win their mornings together. Drop your 3 habits in the comments right now. If you found value in this video, subscribe to this channel. I create science-backed content on mental health, productivity, and happiness. Hit the bell so you don't miss future videos. Share this with someone who needs a better morning. And most importantly, actually use this information. Your future self will thank you. Now go prepare your nightstand. Tomorrow morning, you begin again. See you in the comments.